Okay, this is Roger once again from Mud Fossil University talking about lungs today. Now, as you can see right here, these are lungs. Now, you say, oh no, those are rocks. Well, they are now, but at one time they were actually consuming oxygen as you are now. That was DNA tested, CAT scan, inspected by autopsy instructor who owns his own autopsy school, Gil Headley, teaches worldwide. This is the pattern that any autopsy doctor will understand. It's on the pleura, which is the exterior coating of the lung, and this is what they call, I believe, the fascia tongue, which is a little flap that I believe it holds it in place, and then it's what it is. It's a lung. Now this one here has all of that stuff eroded away, and you're down to the actual lobes of the lung, like this. But by the way, while I'm at it, you see this little thing here, so forth. Well, the other side has the same impression as this. They flap. There's like little pieces of the lung actually. Now this one here gush blood. You see that up there? That's blood. That actually literally gushed out of there when I took it out of the ground. Now this part was was either sticking out of the ground, I can't remember now, but this was a long time ago. And when that came out of the ground, whew, it was really gushing. Now, anyway, my point is that I have so much evidence about this. This is not something that is not understood now, but it's being avoided because these are human-sized lungs. However, they come enormous, and they don't only come on Earth, they come from space and land on Earth, and I'm going to show you that right now. This is a problem with academia. They will not address the reality of our situation, and our situation and the reality relates to eternity, not just to some monkey bone. All right, that's my point, and we need to get this in the open. People can understand this. So that's what I'm here to do. Now, you saw the lungs that I showed you. This is also a lung. This lung came from outer space. All right, it's gigantic. And it's not even gigantic, actually, because Comet 67P is a tendon. And I'm just telling you, these are facts. NASA agrees that Comet 67P, 100% organic. So organic that every bit of the molecular structure of Comet 67P is identical to your human molecular makeup. And now they've literally, nobody's ever talked to me about, they won't talk to me about, I've tried to get a hold of everybody to show them the things that are factual, and they're not even willing to accept facts. So this, as you can see, this is a lung. It came through the heat of entry actually, and when it entered into the atmosphere, the iron in there is in the blood. It's smelted. The volatile organic compounds, the VOCs, swished off, and what is left is hold on a second. What's left is, as you can see, iron. That's what happens. That's what they do in a foundry. And you see in here, these little bits and pieces here, that's where the little tubing is inside the lungs, and these are the lobes of the lungs. It's so completely obvious. And I'm going to show you something else. They keep saying, oh, I wish we had DNA. Oh, there's people living somewhere maybe else. Oh, what can we ever possibly know about it? Well, it's sitting here right on the desk. Hold on a second. You see that? That's an iron meteorite. You see that part? That's the red of the arterial blood. And go to any doctor, they know this. This is not something that I'm making up and nobody else understands. It's fully understood. That is the red, and it's ferrous oxide, the O3 variety. This is the black, which in mud fossils they're black, or in this type of thing, because they are FeO2, which is a different type. It's a different oxide. So in living creatures it's blue, but it turns black when it hits more oxygen. Now, this is the crystalline structure. This is acid etched, but it's a cut across iron meteorite. That's all it is. So they can go pluck the DNA right out of there right now, and I guarantee you there will be active DNA that maybe won't be complete, but you will be able to see sequences just exactly the way I did on my mud fossils. Now, the heat of the entry might be a problem, but that it certainly should be looked at. I see it. It looks pretty fresh to me. Now I got all kinds of documentation, I got websites, and I've got Facebook pages and all kinds of things. Now, you go up to mudfossils.com, and then over here at the bottom you got to scroll down. I think it may be on yours too. And you hit a DNA report, you click that, and it brings you over to DNA. Here's the DNA. Now this is Helix Paleo Labs, Helix Paleo Lab Biolabs. Now they do the ancient DNA, and they do it with the ancient DNA protocol, not just some little swish and have a nice day. This is very, very, very well done, and it's completely. It's right. What it's showing you is right. And I have a discussion between the lab, and he said it's a very dense for ancient DNA, and I extracted it directly from the arterial passages in all of the different specimens I had. So it's not something that was just an accident. And they use all the different ancient kits and all this different this and that. I don't understand a lot of that, I got to be honest with you. It's very, very technical. But when you get down to the part that I do understand, is they use negative controls and all this business. And when you get down to where it makes sense to me, it's right here. Homo sapien. Homo sapien, Homo sapien. Cytochrome G, B, D loop. All three of them were 100%, not a little bit of here, a little bit, 100% in at least 2 regions with 100 base pairs in each region. That stuff I do understand, and this was certified by the lab director, Tom, who was a wonderful guy and a wonderful researcher and extremely dedicated to his craft. Extremely talented. And let me show you something else. Hold on. All right, this is Jesse Grant and Associates. They are the premier scanning facility in the world. Their equipment is surpassed by none. Their technicians are, I can't say enough about these people. Look at what they can do. Look at this. They can tell you the dimensions inside your engine without even touching it. Zip, here it is, buddy. It's working, it's fine, it's okay. What happens if you got 500 of those and 6 of them go bad, and the rest of them, are they bad or are they good? He can go in there and tell you exactly if they're good or bad. Inside a metal, steel, tell you the porosity, tell you and he did all this through 7 CAT scans for us on all of these different things. And then we had it tested by, we looked at by this fellow here, Gil Headley, who owns his own autopsy training school, and he goes around the world, and you see this fascia. He's getting deep into fascia because fascia is the thing that I really started researching when nobody was even researching it. But now it's fully understood that it's so important. So he's going around the world talking, they used to call it fuzz. It just was nothing. Just throw it away. It's fuzz. It's just crap that's in your body separating things. Well, no, it's the intelligence of your body. And I'm going to tell you right now, that fascia will be understood very soon. Anyway, all of this stuff is research that is just overlooked and laughed at. And it's got to stop. It just absolutely has to stop. Many people are going to have to do this because I can't get anywhere. They have me so shut down that every time I speak, I'm unheard. So if you hear me, all I can say is you better say something, otherwise it's just never going to be said enough that anybody is ever going to get to a point where it's accepted. That's just a fact. I tried this for 5 years, being as nice and so forth. I tried real nice in the beginning, then I got nasty. And then everybody got real nasty. And now I'm just kind of fed up, to be perfectly honest with you. How anybody in the academic arena can just dismiss DNA, CAT scans, physical specimens, arrogantly just say, leave this alone, we don't want to talk to you. Not acceptable.